Buni to Aroma Zanzibar's Kitchen, and this is a collaboration for Eid. Shuna's Kitchen has prepared some rice flour cookies, and Farhat Yummy also has rice flour cookies, but hers are with pineapple flavor. And yours truly, Aroma Zanzibar, I will be preparing melting moments. So I'm using about 1 cup of all-purpose flour and half a cup of cornstarch, a pinch of salt, and quarter teaspoon of cardamom powder. That's totally optional. We're just going to mix it well to combine. Now in this bowl, I've got half a cup of unsalted butter that's in room temperature. Just going to break it down a bit, and then I used quarter cup of powdered sugar or icing sugar. Just going to mix it well, and you want to scrape the bowl, especially when the bowl is too big for the mixture. And you're just going to continue to mix well until you have a nice, fluffy and light mixture. All right? So that should take about 4 or 5 minutes. And then we're just going to add the vanilla. I'm using a very, very strong vanilla essence, so I used a quarter teaspoon. But if you're using an extract, you can go up to half a teaspoon. All right, so we're just going to continue mixing until it's nice and light and fluffy. Then I added half the portion of the flour. And you want to go slow with this, but this hand mixer, I just didn't know how to operate it. It was just going on high. So I decided to give it up. Then I added the rest of the flour and just going to use my spatula to mix this. Now the most important part of the melting moments cookies is you do not overwork the dough. As soon as the dough comes together, you don't need to knead it. Just get it together, and if you can form a ball with that, just like this, because they will become dry. You know, when you overmix or you overwork your dough, the melting moments become very dry. So if you can make a ball like this, then you know that your dough is ready. So you're just going to cover it and keep it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes if it's hot. But if it's not hot, then you can just keep it outside. All right, so I'm going to be using this baking tray, which is round. So whatever tray that you have, go ahead and use it. I'm just going to put some oil a little bit, spread it around. So when we keep the parchment paper, it sticks to the tray, yeah? Or you can use butter if you want to. So we've got our parchment paper ready there. And please make sure that your oven is ready at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 176 Celsius. Now the melting moments usually are done round or oval shape, whatever shape you want to make. And please remember that this dough does not spread when you bake it. So whatever thickness that you keep, it's going to stay the same. All right. So most of the times are made in this shape. And then you're going to take the fork and make an insertion there just to get a nice pretty design, or whatever design you want to make. But today I wanted to make some half moons just because we're making these for Eid. Now I divided my dough into 2 batches, but if you can't do this in one, it's better because then you don't overwork the dough. All right, so I got mine in this thickness. You can make whatever thickness you want, but you don't want to make them too thin. All right, so that's just right for me. And you can use a round cookie cutter if you have, or if you have a half moon, that's fine. I'm using this tumbler that I got, and just going to take the outer part first, and then you're going to do half a circle. Okay, this didn't turn out well, but we can always shape it just like that. Okay, this is a bit too thin from what I was looking for. And then for the second one, and you're just going to continue. All right. And this is half the measurement of the recipe that I normally use. So I got about 16 cookies. But if you want more, if you're interested, I will put the full recipe in the description box below for more cookies. All right, so this went into the oven for about 13 minutes. You can go between 12 to 14 minutes. And please make sure once you remove your tray from the oven, you're going to keep the cookies in there for about 10 minutes to continue cooking. And then after that, you're going to keep them in the cooling tray or cooling rack so that they cool for, they cool till they're cool before you put the sugar. Now, if you do not want so much sugar, you can just dust the powdered sugar like that on the top, or you can just dip them in the powdered sugar, just like this. And we are ready to put them on the tray and serve. You can make these ahead of time. They can last up to a week, while still fresh. But most of the time, if you want, you can only put the sugar when you're ready to serve them, if you are in a hot region. All right? So this is how our melting moment is. So nice and fluffy inside. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to visit Shuna's kitchen and see what she has prepared for us, as well as Farhat Yummy. And don't forget to check the ingredients on this page and description box below. And I'd like to take this moment to wish each and every one of you a wonderful and blessed Eid Mubarak.